I sat beside the ocean's edge in the light of one May morning, when all the world were fast asleep, just as the day was dawning. Beneath the debris on the beach, and further still than my eyes could reach, a greater power than all and each, beneath the tide was flowing. I looked to the east and I looked to the west, and I turned and looked behind me to where the old sea wall and the storm-racked pier were standing to remind me. Steel will bend, iron will rust, bricks and mortar will turn to dust. Live we may, but change we must, just as the tide is flowing. The tide flows in, the tide flows out, twice each day returning to wash our footprints from the shore, beneath its waters journeying. We see the works of our own hands, and we think ourselves so fine and grand as we build our castles on the sand, just as the tide is flowing. I've heard men say that King Canute, that well-known seaside bather, was pointing out a greater truth to those who sought his favour. But still Britannia ruled the waves by making nations into slaves, and our hearts of oak fill a million graves, just as the tide was flowing. And day by day new empires rise on selfish satisfaction, but drop by drop we can turn the tide with every loving action. These days of dehumanity, this age of greed and vanity, all in due course will cease to be, just as the tide is flowing.